welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. We'll kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Green. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. RPO complete to open the drive. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw, it's Green. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Going to sling it on second down. The short hands, it's Anthony. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
The short hands, it's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Third and short now from their own 48. Quarterback making adjustments. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Green. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Arkansas! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Off-play action on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, no! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be.
There he goes! And they're getting it rolling with that play. way to the 42-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Green. Makes the grab, it's Green. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the left side. Fights off a defender. And that defense out of bounds after a short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Wide open space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Robinson. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. play of the period, first down here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Seminoles are on the move. Caught in the backfield, it's Blackwell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a miss.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. 8th play of the drive coming up. Caught behind the line. It's Pittman. Kearney on the Jets. Pulled down for the tackle. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Green. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Arkansas! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. He unleashes a long one. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got it on the move. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
That's tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The play-action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Extended a little far. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 21 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Applewhite. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The play fake on first down. Looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big... They could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
On the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Blackwell. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Under fire. Inside the 30. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Tight end now in motion. They'll toss it to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. This double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
Florida State, 14.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the...
He's loose. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That adds their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the... The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Catch in the middle, it's Blackwell. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quick handoff. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking to throw. It's Green. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Motion from the wideout.